Well, hello everyone. Today is Wednesday, and it's actually a little bit later in the day. I've mostly been playing catch up with all my stuff this week, including some of the videos and stuff that I was a little behind on. It's been a bit of a weird week because the sort of gathering that turned into like an impromptu party on Saturday night, until Sunday morning, basically. That weird day, Sunday, sort of dragged into Monday. Then Monday was kind of a weird day. Then yesterday we're doing our workout, but I feel like I'm in a period of a lot of adjustments, and I know we keep trying to find a ways to keep moving forward and figure out how this fits into life in general, while at the same time balancing how to do this, how to make these videos, what the best way of doing it is without me burning out, without. So it's a lot of things that I'm juggling at the moment. And so things feel very disjointed, very fractured at the time. And I feel like my effort in this is it's waning a little. Because last week when we started sort of, I want to share my meals, but the way that I was doing or that I've been doing it feels like an afterthought, and it doesn't feel like the right way to share that information. And so I'm still trying to figure out. I'm still trying to figure that out, and I'm working on that because all of these things have to work together, especially work in a way that makes it I don't know that fun necessarily is the right word, but interesting enough so that I don't burn out, because it is a daily thing. And so one of the things that we're trying to do this week, I've been having some big conversations with Yolima about the process, and I'm involving her more in the sort of day to day, because she was for the most part very, I don't want to say detached, but she wasn't super involved in like all the intricacies of doing this and what I'm supposed to be eating, what I'm not supposed to be eating, all that stuff. And so we've been having some conversations about her sort of joining the process a little bit more, being a more active participant. And so that's something that we're trying to figure out how to implement, among many other things that are happening, and that we have going on. It's going to be a very interesting, I guess, an interesting time is coming because we finally have a date for, the end of our time here in Argentina, at least for now. And so definitely don't want to be unprepared next time that we venture out into the world. And so that's also something that I'm working on. I don't know. Again, if this feels very sort of disjointed and off in some way, it's because it is. Things are like there's a lot of balls up in the air right now that I'm trying to figure out how to make work into a more cohesive system, not only for me and this process and my diet and my exercise and all that stuff, but also this content that I'm making, mostly for external accountability purposes. And so the way of sharing my food, at least the way that I was doing it with these videos, doesn't feel quite right. I don't think it's the right format, and it doesn't excite me in that way to eat the right foods. I don't know, because again, I'm using it as a motivation factor, and it stopped being that. It stopped motivating me in that way. So I'm looking for a better way to do it. I'm looking for a better way to do all of this, and so I appreciate the patience, and I continue to appreciate your support. I continue to appreciate your continued support. And so I do have to say that the ideas, I guess, that I'm contemplating are fun, are interesting. And again, I keep trying to figure out ways to make this more interesting for myself, for you guys. Um, Today I was finally getting back to responding some comments. It'd been like a while since I responded some comments, and so I'm sorry for everyone if I didn't get back to you in time. I'm just finally, I don't know, it's just weird because you get to a point where like you're doing something consistent, and this also it ties in with habits. And when we're trying to do something like this, you're doing something consistently, then something happens, and it creates a tiny friction, and so you don't do it. And then basically every day that goes by that you don't do it, the friction goes larger. And so then doing the thing feels so much more difficult, and then you put it off another day, and then just it's a vicious loop, a vicious cycle. And so I'm just now getting back to responding to comments and all that. But yeah, everyone was very supportive. And in response to one of the videos where I was saying, I was talking about this, and you guys were saying that, I just need to make it work for myself. I need to do me, and stay true to the process. And so that's what I'm trying to do, in a way that somehow it doesn't feel as stale anymore. There's something about the process, the way that it's been, that just feels a little stale. And again, this is a daily grind. And it also sort of goes hand in hand with the process of like trying to lose weight, trying to become a healthy person can be very monotonous and can be a daily grind that causes you to burn out. And so keeping that in mind as well as we continue to do this might be a good way to continue improving. So I'm playing around with some ideas. You guys are now seeing on Mondays the looking at all the metrics. That's something that I definitely enjoy. I certainly look forward to that, to being able to plug in all my numbers and look at the way that we're moving forward, and being able to share that with you guys is great. I'm also working on something that I mentioned a while back, the sort of weekly newsletter that I'm still trying to find the right platform. I started playing with the idea of using a platform called Buy Me a Coffee, which is good, and I think I might still like to use it, especially if you guys want to buy me a coffee. That would be nice. But I'm also thinking that another platform called Substack might be more appropriate for the kind of thing that I want to do, where I want to share this sort of like weekly roundup of the stuff that we're working on, that we're doing. And so I keep playing with that idea. I still haven't really released it. I'm sort of working on, and maybe because I haven't been working on it as consistently, instead of just like putting it out and just getting started and having that be it. That's when, you get a little delayed, the friction starts a little bit, and then it causes you to, well, I don't think I'm ready yet. And I promise I'm not going to dwell on it too much. I will get to it. I will get to putting all this out. But yeah, I'm playing with some of these ideas, organizing them, see how we can execute them, so that, again, this continues to be a worthwhile endeavor. It is, but by itself, but it helps to have a little extra motivation from some of these other sources. So I think that would be fun. That would be, if I manage to get it all together, aside from all the million fucking things that I have on my plate right now and the stuff that is coming. It is exciting. It is exciting, you guys, but we need to be prepared this time. We can't step out of this sort of bubble that we're creating without a more solid plan, which is why I'm working with Yolima to create a system that the two of us can manage, because she can give an outsider perspective and help me manage the whole process, so that the demon doesn't get in the way and get his way. And so that's something that we're definitely working on at the moment. And yeah, that is it for now, you guys. I will leave it at that. We can continue chatting about this tomorrow. See ya.